You're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Wulong Final Fallen Dynasty on the GTX 1650, 1050 Ti, and the 3050 and the RTX 3050. How are you guys doing? Welcome. Thanks to Koei Tecmo for providing a code of the game. Last week, actually, is one of the few times I got a review code so early. So I've been playing this game. I played it for a few days just to get the feel for it and to try out different settings on the Steam Deck, on the desktop PCs. So yeah, I've been playing the game a week ago, which is good. Good to have some early thoughts about it. But the embargo just lifted 10 minutes ago, so I was able to talk about it just now. So how are you guys doing? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Time to get good! By the way, guys, we're going to compare two things. The options menu, well, first things first. Now the options... Now the menus work with the mouse. For a Koei Tecmo game, that's huge. Hey guys, how's it going? So yeah, now we can actually move in the menu with the mouse. That blows my mind. That's how low the bar was. So, okay. First things first. Maximum FPS, 60 or 30. There's 120 FPS as well, but since this monitor is 60 Hz, the 120 FPS mode is not available. So make sure if you have the 120 Hz mode enabled that you're above 80 FPS. If not, the game speed is affected, so keep that in mind. No, not another Unreal Engine game. This seems to be the same engine as Neo, I think. Display, we have full screen, borderless full screen, and windowed. Screen resolution goes up to 4K, at least in my screen. And you can do ultra wide as well. I saw that option there. Then, well, we got modes, and this is what kind of left me scratching my head, because it was like, okay, FPS or resolution, what is this? And this is not presets. I thought this was a preset. No, this is not the Chinese game. That's Wukong, Black Myth Wukong. That's a completely different game, so keep that in mind. Yeah, the game is out tomorrow. I got it a week early because of the review code. So, prioritize FPS seems to use some sort of checkerboard rendering, and prioritize resolution seems to be raw resolution. So this is not a preset, keep that in mind. On the options, we got quite a few options actually. You can lower the rendering resolution from 50% to 100%, which is good. Texture quality, low, medium, and high. I recommend medium for now. I'm not sure on 4GB cards if I'll have to go for low. Shadows, low, medium, and high. Render distance, close or standard. Ambient occlusion, enable or disabled. Then screen space reflections, on or off, subsurface scattering, model LOD, volumetric fog resolution, which in this case would be important. Same with volumetric cloud quality. If I enable this on high, if you go anywhere close to high, you get a huge performance hit, like 12 FPS. So on high, as you can see, I'm at 24 FPS, but on standard, I got into the mid-30s, low 30s. So never keep this on high quality, keep it on standard. On low is not much of a difference, really, a couple frames more, but this is a good thing that you should lower, at least in my opinion. This is going to be rough for some cards. Yeah. I've been trying it out. I don't have good things to say about the technical aspect. Then you got motion blur, chromatic aberration, film grain. Let's disable motion blur, chromatic aberration, and film grain. But the first thing that I want to show you guys is the modes. Prioritize resolution and prioritize FPS. So before doing that, let's create a new character. And this is more of, okay, dodge and reflect attacks, not like Neo. It's completely different, I would say. But it's still pretty difficult. The first boss fight, oh my god. I wasn't expecting it to be so tough. But I got used to it. I got good. And I was able to do it. And you can skip cutscenes, so spoiler alert. if you mind. Okay, let's do type 2. I need to have audience retention. Yeah, this is fine. Whatever. That doesn't matter. Facial hair. I can put a mustache. Yes, I can. Okay, that's pretty funny. Let's do... Yeah, no, I need audience retention. So let's do the classic chest size. You can go from low to ultra. There we go. That's perfect. Nobody will notice. Is this game includes the nouveau? Let me check. I don't remember. Wulong, Final Dynasty, the nouveau. Yes, I think it has. And let me skip this. Apologies. Let me check super quick. I forgot to check that, guys. I apologize. I'm not sure, actually. It's not in the menu.
It's a medicine created from refined chi. With it, you can heal most wounds.
Oh, okay. No de nouveau, actually. Good. Good. Yeah, 24 FPS, but hey, hold up. We are maxed out on VRAM, so my first action would be to lower those textures. I'm not sure if it changes in real time though. I should reload the game. Anyway, so let's check the modes, because we have prioritized resolution and prioritized frame rate. And when I prioritize the frame rate, I get a boost in performance. But visually, what does this mean? That's what I'm trying to show you guys. So yeah, visually I think it's not as attractive as other games that I've seen. So I'm pretty disappointed visually on how the game looks. I mean, visually it's okay, but considering the performance, I don't think it makes sense. I don't know if you get what I mean. So hold up a minute. Let me take a screenshot super quick to show you the difference in visuals. So I'm going to do a very basic one. And this is not the worst part, actually. The worst part is when you're in a boss fight, because effects show up and it's kinda crazy. Yeah, no, I mean it runs pretty poorly, yeah. I mean, considering the visuals, I think it runs poorly. Let's leave it at that. Okay, let's do a comparison right away, okay? But Koei Tecmo unfortunately hasn't improved in that regard.
My family is still alive and well.
Okay.
Wherever they are.
So where is my window capture? Nvidia iCAD. Okay, let's do the comparison. We got prioritized FPS at the left, and at the right we got prioritized frame rate. So this is upside down. And we're going to zoom in and do a quick comparison. So as you can see at the right with prioritized frame rate, it's basically JPEG mode. It seems to be some checkerboard rendering, but you lose lots. Yeah, and there's some sharpening as well. Looks terrible. With prioritized FPS, it breaks the image across the board. I mean, you can see the lower resolution. They try to pretend it's not, but there we go. Let's see something more detailed. Grass. Yeah, everything becomes pixelated. I mean, just look at the character's face. It's JPEG mode. I'm on a still image, by the way. This is not a video. Looks terrible with prioritized FPS. But in this case, I think it's a necessary evil, unfortunately. So yeah, you can choose between JPEG mode and and non-JPEG mode. All right, let me reboot the game super quick because I want to see if the texture quality that I applied increases the VRAM. No, it runs terribly bad. I mean, considering the visuals, I think, in my opinion, it runs terribly bad. Okay, this changed the textures. I can see it on the character. So, okay, let me show you the settings for 30 frames on this card. You get to keep the JPEG mode, unfortunately. The resolution is 1080p. Then textures on low. Shadows doesn't change the performance that much. Shadow render distance not either. Ambient occlusion enabled, doesn't change performance that much in this case. The only thing that you can really tweak is lower the volumetric fog. So just to show you very quickly, if you keep volumetric fog resolution on high and you keep volumetric cloud quality on high, you lose like 15 FPS. So if I put these two on low, I jump from 25 all the way up to 38. So these two options, away, bow, get out. And the rest basically like this. So basically normal settings with low volumetrics and low textures. That's the way to tweak it. There is nothing better as of right now, unfortunately. So this will be 1080p resolution mode. No, resolution mode, no, FPS mode. Plus medium settings. And what else? Low volumetrics. And textures. And those are basically the settings that I recommend for this card, I think. Not sure if it'll stay at 30. Let me show you what I mean by that. Is this the demo, the full release? This is the full release. It comes out tomorrow, but thanks to Koei Tecmo for providing a code, despite what I have to say about their game. Okay, let's see. Let's continue. Let's see if we can maintain 30. There's a stutters I held for me on my 5700 XT. Let's find out, shall we? But yeah, so far I'm ultra disappointed on the performance. Another thing that I forgot to mention, if you look at the bottom of the screen, no matter if you have a keyboard, mouse, or Xbox controller, it has PlayStation prompts. Not sure why. They only have one prompt. So you have to deal with PlayStation buttons, which I don't mind because my first console was a PlayStation 1. I know the layout. But if you don't have PlayStation button knowledge, good luck. I have an Xbox controller here, by the way. Anyway, so we're in 1080p FPS mode, which I call JPEG mode. Medium settings, low volumetrics, and whoa, and that shadow distance. What the hell? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, and there's stutter. Let me see if the first time I do an effect, I'll do the martial arts thing. Yeah, there is shader compilation stutter. I can see it already. So, the cherry on top. Shader compilation stutter. Okay.
I don't think we will be able to pass through this way.
Yeah, no S Sherlock. So I already played this and beat the first boss, which was pretty tough.
Impressive. I knew I was right in trusting
Yeah,
you.
look at those stutters. Also, the VRAM usage is pretty high. Let me lower those shadows just to get more video memory. Because the video memory usage is super high for some reason. Yeah, shadows on low doesn't look too different, honestly. But it saves us some VRAM. So lately, the main issue lately has been VRAM. Is a combat Sekiro-like? Kinda. It's kind of a balance. So you have dodging, you have blocking, if you dodge in the perfect time, you get like a parry, like the posture thing on Sekiro. But it's not as tough. It's way more forgiving. Honestly, I like the combat more than on Neo, personally. I don't know why, parrying in this game is pretty satisfying, but the frame times are not good. Yeah, the 1650 is a bad card, but hey, it is the most popular one on Steam. What I do like when I have the martial arts mode is that you can see your veins. That's pretty badass. But if that's one of the things that I like, it's one of the few things I like so far, apart from the combat.
Underestimating an enemy with high morale is certain to end badly for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Stay behind me, please.
I ran out of stamina. My bad. I love that he says stay behind me, but he doesn't do anything. Let's try that again very quickly. I'm going to speed run through. And to get your items back, your experience points back, you need to kill the enemy that killed you. So you don't have a pool of magical blood. Excuse me, coming through. Also, one thing that doesn't help me in this game is that square and triangle, or sorry, B and Y, are the buttons to attack. I'm used to the bumpers for attacking, so sometimes you'll see that I do not attack. That's why. Muscle memory. Yeah, the VRAM usage is ridiculous. But let me restart the game. I changed some settings. We gotta make sure we're fair with it. In that regard, at least. Resolution. And I don't know why it takes my... I think it takes my desktop resolution into account. Let me see if that affects the VRAM. If that's the case, it's ridiculous, but hey. Yeah, the performance is terrible. I mean, I'm not saying, oh, you should run at 4K on a 1650. That would be very stupid. But the FPS mode by itself makes the image quality terrible. No, NIS won't help. Also, there's no FSR or any of that magic. Okay, let's continue. And let's see if the resolution change I did on the desktop does anything. RIP Steam Deck? No, actually it works pretty well on the Steam Deck, surprisingly well. Not at 40 Hz, but you can actually get away with some minor settings drop. Okay, yeah, I think the main culprit here is the VRAM usage. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so mode. I don't know why it reset my mode. It was on prioritized FPS. If you put prioritize frame rate, good luck. And you cannot change the resolution in game. Let me see if it changed any other setting. Yeah, it also changed my volumetrics. Jesus game. Pay attention, it doesn't save my settings properly. What the hell? Low shadows, low textures. What the hell is wrong with this game? It doesn't even like saving settings. You had one job. Let me return to the title screen for those textures. This is a nightmare. Hey, Lejet. Happy to have you here, man. Okay, let's go back. Prioritize frame rate is probably for 4K resolution. Yeah, but in this case we don't have much of a choice. But it does some checkerboard upscaling with odd sharpness, so it doesn't look good. Yeah, no, this is lazy. It doesn't even have Xbox prompts for the controller. Okay, now it's 60 frames. I'm confused. What the hell is wrong with this game? Am I at 50% resolution or something? Yeah, something doesn't add up. What the hell is going on? I gotta investigate now. Let me see if it's at 720p or something. It looked odd. No, it's at 1080p. Okay, guys, I think I know what happened. I have a theory here. So my native resolution of my screen is 4K, the screen that I'm recording on. So the game grabs your resolution of your desktop, and then when I select the resolution, I think it just lowers the resolution scale internally. So I was actually doing 4K upscale 4K downscale to 1080p or something like that. So maybe that's why it was more demanding. So make sure to change. So this would probably be borderless full screen. It's not full screen actually. It's a lie. Let me see. Yeah, it's a lie. It's not full screen actually. It's borderless full screen. Yeah, look at this. I don't have that out of range thing. It goes directly into the desktop. So this is okay. I got the issue. We have this that is borderless, but it doesn't actually. Yes, almost the same thing. It's not actually full screen. It's like maximizing a window. Yeah, there's no de novo, guys. Apparently there's no de novo. Okay. I feel better about this now. So we're going to put prioritize resolution. And I'm going to keep the textures on low, just in case. So let's change the settings. With this discovery, that's interesting. We need to make sure that the desktop resolution matches the internal resolution of the game. That's basically what we need. Okay, so we have 1080p resolution mode. And we're going to keep it on medium settings with low volumetrics textures, and that's it. Because again, settings that matter in this case, textures because 4 gigs of VRAM. Then volumetric fog and volumetric clouds on low. This is the setting that actually matters. And that's basically it. That's all you need. Is this on resolution mode? Yes. So resolution mode is basically native resolution. Let's try that again. Curious how would my 560 work? I don't know, man. No worries, Sachin. Thanks to you for watching. Okay, so I found the bug. Now it should run way better. Okay, yeah. This is way better now. Still, VRAM usage is pretty high. But instead of being into the 20s, we're into the 40s. So make sure that the resolution you choose here matches your desktop resolution. If not, you're going to run into performance issues. Okay, I was scared for a moment. I thought it was unplayable. Although, I'll lower the shadows. So we save on some video memory. Still, the video memory usage is ridiculous. I mean, come on. Okay, there we go. Let's go. And the stutters, as you can see, are less intrusive. I think it was a video memory thing. Although, the stutters are still there. Come on, attack. Attack! Okay. You had to wait for me to dodge. Okay, at least my companion now is doing something else. Oh, Jesus. I wasn't expecting that. No FSR, nope. Oh, I forgot. This guy has higher morale. Also, the shadow distance is pretty poor. Revenge! Yeah, that's... I love that this guy didn't notice that we killed his friend. And we had some sword fight. Let's do a backstab. There's no dismemberment. Yeah. That's pretty disappointing. So, okay. I want to get into the boss fight because I saw some very big stutter issues there. Due to the effects that the boss fight provides. You can change the layout in settings. Really?
Whatever could have changed them to this extent, I wonder.
I'm not seeing it. I only see PlayStation buttons. Okay, if that's a troll, that's okay. I fell for it. Nice one. Okay, so these are the bonfires. So pray to the bonfire, and I'm going to increase my metal virtue. So I gotta invest. And now I'm going to learn some spells very quickly. Blasting fire. Yeah, no. Fire in front of me. Yeah, do not ask again. This way I become a fortress. Repression crush or poison. Yes, please, poison. And I think that should be it for me. And we set the wizard spells. So let's keep the lightning bolt there. Poison bubbles, that's the important one, at least for me. Enhanced defense and fire. But I don't have enough experience points for those, which is okay, I'm not using them. So now you got spells. So you got martial arts with the right bumper, which is this thing. And then you got the magic with the trigger. Yeah, there's no upskill in technology. Yeah, ridiculous, I know.
One wrong step and we are done for. We must tread carefully.
And you also got minor checkpoints in the middle. And there's also, if you go out of the path you were going, you might encounter some boss fights that are not actually boss fights. So I ran into this guy at the very beginning when I played the game. This one is a beast, basically. So I recommend you stay away from this one for now. What I need though... And this character doesn't shut up. So yeah, let's get away from him for now. What I need for this boss fight that is coming up is some farming, unfortunately. Because I'm not good enough at the game. Come on. Whoa. Okay, you're done for. Your friend didn't notice our sword fighting. That's okay. People back then had poor hearing. Oh, I forgot the button to attack. I still feel that I'm on Dark Souls. Jesus. That was close.
Stay behind me, please.
Shut up, character. Yeah, this game doesn't have FSR, and this is the game that needs FSR. I mean, come on. Yeah, the VRAM usage is ridiculous. I know, I know.
Truth. I ended up in this village after fleeing from the brutalities of war. My father, who worked for the governments.
What I'm interested in is checking out the boss fight, because with the effects that are going to show up, it's probably going to spike the VRAM usage significantly.
We can be together once more.
But already, the main issue, I think, is the video memory. Oh yeah, I forgot about those dead guys. Poison! There we go. I'm now paying more attention.
But it's not over yet. Ah, yes. Once we rid this area of enemies, might we be able to stop by my house? There's something I wish to
Oh,
do.
I screwed up there. Oh. Oh, I failed. Looks like a 2015 game. Being generous. I mean, this performance is unexcusable.
I get the feeling that you are destined for great things. We shall
Yeah,
find out.
everybody tells me that. Reduce to atoms. Try plunging attack. Yeah, Sekiro runs and performs better. Being redundant here. Yeah, Sekiro looks better and runs better. But this feels, on the gameplay side, feels very different. Defeating the leader, you can take the enemy battle flag, so another bonfire. Gotcha. Let's poison him, and... Okay, this guy should be pretty easy. Never mind. He knows how to dodge. Let's just make sure. Whoa. There we go. Frick you! Battle flag raised. What does FPS mode and resolution mode do? Rewind to the beginning of the live stream. FPS mode, resolution mode keeps your native resolution. FPS mode just does some lower resolution with checkerboard rendering and some stupid sharpness that doesn't make sense. I call it JPEG mode. So I recommend that one maybe if you're doing 4K, but it still doesn't look good at 4K. But that's the only way we have to do 60 frames on this one, I think. Anyway. Let's do some light farming. Okay. Yeah, I need to increase my weapon attack. Let me show you first the boss fight. Let's have some fun with that.
I hope that everyone who
Buen día, Marco. ¿Cómo andas?
has gotten to safety.
Upscaling belongs to handheld only. What do you mean?
I sense a
That person doesn't know what it's talking about.
be careful.
Okay, so this is the first boss fight. Pretty tough, at least in my opinion, to be the first boss fight, but hey. We're going to be using this more powerful weapon. I was going to say gun. What the heck? Am I American now? So basically this is the one. And one thing that is interesting, there's a deflect difficulty attribute to the weapon, and this one is 117.6%, so it should be easier to deflect, and this one is 76%, so it's probably my window for deflecting is smaller, basically. Okay, I'm going to put a cap. Oh man, that looks terrible. Fashion souls. Yeah, let's stay like this. I'm going to die on this one. I need to do some farming to be useful against this boss. And hey, slow-mo gaming. I'm going to skip so you don't get into any spoilers.
You'll be begging me to spare you.
So yeah, at the beginning, it's usually pretty easy, although I'm getting wrecked right now. Because this guy staggers on any of my attacks. So you gotta basically lower his posture thing, similar to Sekiro in that regard, to do one of those critical attacks. But if you do this and spam him like this, he'll just block it. So you can kinda cheese him in this mode. The thing is that there's a second phase.
Don't get so cocky.
That's the issue. There's a second phase. Does this game has less loot option? I don't think so. I don't know what that means, so... At least we have a friend on this one that can distract him. Oh, I got distracted. But the main thing is blocking those big attacks. Then the small attacks are no big issue. You can kind of spam light attacks to distract him. Man, that always gets me. Oh, I lost all my posture doing that. Yeah, wrong timing. Okay, so I'm going to do some very light farming. So I show you guys the second phase. The issue is the second phase because there's more effects on screen. So let's very quickly do some light farming. If I do not die in the process, of course. This guy just noticed that they were getting killed. It's pretty funny. Also, I think I misused my points. Okay, for a Q as well.
Shall protect you from further harm.
They're not doing anything, companion. What's your opinion about the game? The game, at least in my opinion, is fun. The first boss fight is pretty tough, but I was able to get through it last week. But the thing that bothers me is the performance considering the graphics and the stutters. But I think the stutters is more of a memory limitation. Still, no excuse. Considering the visuals, I shouldn't need to get those stutters. But the game is fun. I'll give it that. Okay, I'm getting used to the controls again. That's good. which CPU do you recommend? i5 9400F paired with 3060 Ti. Oh, yeah, you have to switch the motherboard and the CPU. Maybe a 13400F. That should be a big boost, actually. And on a DDr4 motherboard. Level up. Which one increases my attack? There we go. Earth. Oh, this one as well. So metal. Gotcha. So I was doing well. Never mind. But one thing that I forgot to show you guys, because of the edition that Koei Tecmo provided me, it delivers you special armor. So I think that's a little bit unfair. But hey, there we go. So you got this badass armor that has way better. A little better specs, but it's super heavy, so your character is not going to have a big posture improvement. So you're going to stagger rather quickly. Okay, that armor was bugged. What the hell happened there? Anyway. Now gauntlets. And now... So yeah, you end up with this. So you basically forget what your character looks like. But it's not pay to win. I mean, in the next level, this gear is absolute garbage. So I think it's just a starter pack for the first level. Yeah, the RAM usage is pretty good, but the VRAM usage, it's not. But as you can see now, because of the equipment load, my character loses posture much faster, which means he's going to be staggered rather quickly. Let me get rid of the helmet. And just for fun, I'm going to show you the mini boss that is here. It's actually only have DDR5 on the Z chipset. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so this one is pretty tough. I fought him before after farming. Oh, dang it. I don't have the surprise attack, so I'm not going to beat him. Oh well, too bad. I can try again later. Yeah, no, using the armor for me doesn't make sense right now. I should remove it. This armor... I need a better level to use this armor. There we go. Hello! Yeah, so as you can see, this is the one that you shouldn't attack at the beginning of the game. You're at a major disadvantage, although I think he's stuck in the terrain. That guy with you in the game is pretty useless though, yeah it is. Wrong button. Yeah, the funny thing is, when you're about to die, he says, "Oh, stay behind me," and he's doing nothing. It's pretty funny though. Jesus. I'm doing well, but weird. What about you, man? You could hold block and force a slow walk? Oh yeah, I could. Good point. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, the thing that betrayed me in this part was that I couldn't do a sneak attack because I destroyed a fireplace. Oh, I hate that attack. Yeah, because I do not stagger him when I do that, like the other boss fight. But I'm going to kill him now. It's called farming. He's blind. Maybe it's part of the character. Yeah. That's hilarious. Okay, where was I going? No, it's the other way around. Okay. How long till 1050 Ti? Not much longer. You know what, let's skip this, guys. Let's go directly to the tiger. Let the blind guy fight those guys. Okay, let's see if I can recover my stuff. Yeah, you can actually slow walk like this. Thanks for the heads up. The thing is, the first time I destroyed this fireplace, but you can actually just walk behind him. There we go. That's much better. Oh no, no one of those. Frick you, tiger. Jesus Christ. I almost died. It looks visually like Tomb Raider 2013. No, Tomb Raider 2013 looks better. Don't be unfair to Tomb Raider. Okay, yeah, I'll let the blind guy do the work. Is 1050 Ti the new 750 Ti? I'll think so, yeah. Oh no, I'm so dead. Jesus Christ. I hate this one. Good thing the first boss is not like this tiger. I would be screwed if that was the case. Performance is not the only thing that's annoying us. Yeah. Yeah. Performance is not the issue, the companion is the issue. Okay, he's dying now by poison, I'm pretty sure. There we go, dead! Revenge accomplished! Good, and I get a fair amount of points. That's perfect. Let's open this door. Got treasure. Whatever. There's a person that is super scared here that is doing nothing. Not sure why he's over there. Bless his soul. And let's go. It is cross-gen, is it? If it is cross-gen, it will be pretty funny to see how it runs on Xbox One. I know, that's a meme already, but still. Okay, they didn't even notice that I killed his friend. That's okay. People do not pay attention. Okay. Reduce to atoms. Is this game Souls-like or is it easier? I would say Souls-like, yeah. Not exactly, but it's close. But it has a lot of Souls-like features, yeah. I think it tries to be Sekiro in some ways, but not exactly the same. Okay, let's go. Let's do the boss fight super quick. I want to get to at least the phase 2 of that boss, so I can actually show you guys what I mean by the effect issues that I had. Yeah, it carries over to the main game. Yeah, guys, if you played the demo, you probably played this part, I think. Not entirely sure. The thing is, it won't change much really. It's still the main game.
I'll crush you like the vermin you are.
Oops. Oh. He had to do the heavy attack in that part exactly. There we go. Frick you. Okay. Stunned. Yeah, leveling up helps a lot. The good thing is he gets pretty easily staggered if I do light attacks like this. So you can actually cheese this part until he does that and he screws you over. But you can do that.
Can't let our guard down, even now.
There we go. Phase 1. The thing is phase 2. Phase 2 has some attacks. Let me skip this. So phase 2 is this guy. Let me see if he does the attack that I'm talking about. Oh god. That one. That's the one that I was talking about. See that attack with the... where he gets those stone spikes? That destroys the performance. This is what I was talking about that bothered me the most. I gotta wait for an opening. But at the same time, see guys, that's my issue. This attack. Whoa. Oh, really? Oh no. I was so close. When he's 50% health, you can insta-kill him. Yeah, deflecting is not difficult. And I'm the guy that has a hard time with Sekiro. Okay, if you look at the burning one. Yeah, but the thing is you lose 10 frames with that attack. It's ridiculous. Anyway. So, let's now try FPS mode. FPS mode basically lowers the resolution and tries to upscale using some checkerboard technique. Honestly, I think it doesn't look good at all. But in this case, lowering the settings further than this doesn't improve performance. So, keep that in mind. Okay, my settings are the same. But as you can see now, oh man, it looks so bad with this. You get 60 frames. So if you have a 120Hz monitor, you can go over 60, but unfortunately this is 60 Hz. The thing with this is that the 120Hz mode, if you are below 100 FPS, the game speed, sorry, below 60 FPS on the 120Hz mode, the game doesn't look correct. I think they adjusted the game speed on the 120Hz mode. Yeah, 60 Hz, a 60 FPS cap, yeah. Oh, a little bit wrong there. Try again. As you can see, it still drops frames, and I'm not using the entire GPU, so...
Don't get so cocky.
I will. Ah, a split second. of error.
Protect you from
Oh man.
Tend to your wounds while you can.
There we go. Dead. Yeah, still 60 Hz, 6 FPS cap. Let me see if now we can at least maintain 60s when this super attack happens. Come on, do it. Okay, it drops to 50 in a split second. So yeah, still an issue. I'll pretend that it only happens when that effect shows up. Still, that's a big issue. But one of the things that I was talking about is that this is the first boss fight in the game. I think that a lot of people are going to drop the game if they stuck here. Oh, see, when he said now, you just had to spam a button and you kill him instantly. I was super close. So yeah, anyway. So as I was saying, let me go back to the main menu. As you can see, 60s on 1080p, even with FPS mode, is difficult. But as you could see, also, when that attack was happening, we got a spike in VRAM usage. So I don't know how they're handling loading the effects, but it's pretty lackluster. So, okay, when I played the game a week ago, I killed that boss, like I showed you right now. But he killed me, actually. So anyway, I beat that boss. And I got to the next part, so let's keep there and let's see how it runs. So this, I think, is not in the demo, this part. You did it in 20 tries. Yeah, but I think most people that are going to get the game are going to be frustrated right away. That's why I put this poll at the beginning. What do you do if the first boss is hard AF? 76% of you say, I keep going, I get good. Good for you guys. Okay, so after you beat that boss, you get in here. Looks very different. So let's see if this maintains 60 or something. Okay, this is where it starts. My bad. So yeah, visually, again, considering the performance, at least for me, it doesn't make sense. Oh, I need more chi for this. Wulong fallen frames. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wulong frame times. And there is, I'm not sure if you guys see that flicker. This happened to me on all my GPUs. When I played this, I played it on the Steam Deck, I played it on a 2070 Super. And those flickers that the character gets, like a white overlay over it, that happened on all my GPUs. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe because we are limited on VRAM. There, that flicker. How's your work and health? Doing well, thankfully. It was a little tense this month, but I managed to get through. Okay. Okay, I think this part runs worse than the first level, actually. Don't tell me, another boss fight? In daytime it looks blurry. Yeah, it looks even blurrier. Okay, I joined forces. Good.
My name is Zhao Yun.
So, okay.
Turbans have control of Mount Dongshan. You don't
of that.
But surely it would be reassuring to have an ally at your side.
Unfortunately, you cannot change the resolution inside of the gameplay. You gotta go back to the title menu to change the resolution. What engine does this game use? I think it's the same as Neo. So that was already not a good look. Okay, let's try 900p. Also, the upscaler in-game, not sure if you can notice, is super blurry. To avoid that blurriness, what you should do is go back into the desktop and make sure that the resolution you are choosing matches your screen. I don't know why it happens, but that's what happened to me. Do you plan to do RX 6400 sometime? No more GPUs for now. No extra GPUs, better said. Time is an issue. I mean, I woke up at 7 AM to get ready for this live stream, and I have meetings today, and I have to do some Unity UI development. I'm getting into that right now at my company. So my brain cannot do that many things at once, unfortunately. Okay, so this got rid of the blurriness, so there's something broken with the upscaler inside of the game. FPS mode, basically the same settings as before, except in this should be off. Yeah, volumetric fog, I don't know why it put it back on standard. That's ridiculous. And let's continue. Sí, el juego me gusta. El juego me gusta, pero técnicamente es muy mediocre. So as I was saying in Spanish, somebody asked me if I like the game. And I do like the game. I find it pretty enjoyable so far. It's like, I love the deflecting thing. Allows me to practice my reflexes. It's pretty fun. But technically it's pretty mediocre. That's my issue with it. The frame times, the VRAM usage, the poor upscaling inside of the game. I mean, I think the game is good, at least so far. But it's very mediocre technically. Yeah, the setting is good. Maybe you do not like the gameplay, that's fair. But looking at this right now, like this, on 900p, I think this is the way to play at 50 to 60 with some drops. I don't think there's much of an extra option. Ah! Now someone's going to give me a helping hand. That's fine. It's easy. Yeah, the VRAM usage sucks even more.
The forces of General Gongsun. My name is Zhao Yun. The Yellow Turbans have control of Mount Dongshan. You don't look short of confidence.
Enemies that defeat players on other battlefields may appear on your battlefield as vengeance targets. Okay, so invasions. Gotcha. Oh, we attacked at the exact same time. How convenient. Die! Yeah, on the time it looks even worse in my opinion. Come on, do something, Sao Jun. I love that the companion doesn't do anything. It's absolute crap. And as you can see, it still drops below 60 here, and there's not much going on. So yeah, in this case, you can do it like this. That looks terrible because of prioritize FPS. Let's now do prioritize resolution. That will destroy your FPS. But visually it's much better. So this will be resolution mode. So in this case, really, I would rather do 1080p with these settings. So what you need is everything on standard, textures on low, not sure why they're on standard again. The game doesn't respect your options menu. And then the volumetrics on low. This is the most important part. Anyway. And motion blur, let me disable that. Well, at 30 frames, motion blur looks good in this game. And now, as you can probably even notice with the compression of the video, It looks significantly better. The edges of everything doesn't look jaggy anymore. It's just soft. But visually it's way better. Which is a bummer that we cannot do lower settings for 60 frames. But hey, what can you do? The Broken Hearts game? Which one is that? So yeah, for 900p, consider this one, although I would do 1080p with the 30 FPS thing. Let's now do 720. So we can swap to the 1050 Ti. Wild Hearts? Oh, you mean Wild Hearts. Okay, Broken Hearts. Well, Broken Hearts is a good name for it as well. Yeah, Wild Hearts, exactly, that one. That one is even worse. But I think that one uses a new engine. So, at least I tried, I guess. It's very funny though. But usually when I see Koei Tecmo on PC, I'm expecting the worst. Unless it's an old game. In that case, I just expect sped up cutscenes. Okay, 720. Textures on low, shadows on standard. Volumetrics on low. No chromatic aberration or film grain, and let's get back into it. Yeah, 1050 Ti after this 720p part, we're swapping. Yeah, it's an hour already, but I wanted to show you guys more about the game before, because this is one of the few instances when I get a game code a week ahead, which is great. I can get a feel on how the game looks, how it performs, and how it plays. That's why I could deflect a lot of attacks from that boss fight. Okay. So this is 720p native. As you can see, it still drops frames. And there's no more settings I can lower to get more performance. I mean, you can lower the settings if you want to, but you're not getting any extra performance to speak of. So even at native 720, I'll drop below 60 even in these instances. Imagine in a boss fight. So let me move a little bit like this. Oh. Speak of the devil. Yeah, wrong attack to use right now. Frick you. So as you can see, even attacking random goons, random thugs, whatever, it still drops below 60 at 720p. So that should tell you everything you need to know. Let's do prioritize FPS. So it looks even worse. Okay, this is being respected. Awesome. Yeah, settings are being respected. Okay, so now it looks even worse. And it still drops below 60. That's weird. I'm so confused with this game. So the FPS mode looks significantly worse. It's over sharpened. So I'm guessing this happens because of VRAM. VRAM utilization is extremely high. Okay, I need to get up there. The developers assume everyone has an RTX card. No, I don't think they even consider that here, because I ran into this even on RTX 2070 Super. I mean, it was using all the 8 GB of memory on 4K, low settings. Okay.
The yellow turbines must be stopped, or our land will be ravaged beyond recognition.
Let me see, I have a ranged weapon. Oh yeah, I do. And that white issue thing, I don't know what's up with that. Okay, yeah, this is just like Sekiro. Sekiro, what am I saying? Like Neo. This reminds me of Neo so much. I mean, you can clearly see that they made this game. Yeah, the character blinking. Yeah, that's... I don't know what's up with that. It happens with the terrain as well. Not sure if it's low video memory or just an issue with the engine. No, this game is not a looker. I mean, the effects look nice and all, but it's nothing special. I mean... This has no business running like this.
We must take down their leader to gain control of the situation. Let us go together. My ally
Oh, he has arrows.
might pose us some trouble.
Yeah, I got it. Go attack him! Attack! Okay.
That was quite the mighty blow they dealt. Even I would not wish to be in the path of that.
Okay, I'll do it myself.
Against them. A fine display of battle prowess.
Thanks for nothing. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4 would be a better use of their time.
Stands in our way. The odds are against us. To overturn them, we'll need the element of surprise.
We need the element of surprise. We just kill the general. Whoops. But you can deflect arrows. That's pretty funny. There's 2 arrow people. The companion is not very useful. No, it's basically useless. Anyway, so that's on the 1650. Performance is terrible. So my advice, either play at 900p with the prioritized FPS mode for 45 to 60 FPS. And make sure to lower textures and shadows to save on VRAM. Then volumetrics, keep them on low. If you crank this up, well, you can see for yourself. You lose like 15 FPS. So keep these 2 on low, that's important. And that's basically it. Medium settings, low textures, low shadows, and low volumetrics. And if you want 30 frames, do 1080p, resolution mode, and these settings that I show you right now. I'm on the 1650, it's right above my head. I need to make that, yeah, let me, hang on. There we go. That should be easier to notice. I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's swap GPUs, shall we? Let me go back to 1080p here. Anyway, swap into the 1050 Ti. Okay, card is in. Nah, I'm just playing around. I want Koei to make Neo's King game on the Mongol Sarah. Isn't that something like this? I don't know if it requires AVX2. Is that a sharpnel? What do you mean sharpnel? Okay, reloading drivers. Ninja Gaiden Razor Edge 3 is not bad. Well, yeah, compared to their newer games, I kind of miss that. Okay, I'm back. Let's put 1050 Ti right above my head. And again, I'm going to be using these settings again. So 1080p, resolution mode. Since we are on a 4GB card still. And thanks Marco Antonio Ibarra Bermeo for becoming an awesome supporter 1.0 once again. Thanks for keeping being a member. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, this is Chinese. 3 Kingdoms era. Mongols came a few centuries after. Okay. And it was bloodier. Okay. So you're asking for a setting like Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, right? Something like that. Let's try that again. Upscaling is overrated. Yeah, when it's done wrong. You don't need DDU to swap drivers. In this case, no, because I cleaned that up before starting the live stream. And Nvidia reloads the drivers when it detects a new Nvidia GPU. So it's not an issue. As long as you do it very few times, it's fine. So since I deleted the drivers before, we should be on the second swap. So we do 1050 Ti, then 3050. And once I finish the live stream, I clean that up so I can do it again. RE2 Remake is such a great game. I agree. I tend to agree, Mr. Team Ninja. Okay, let's go back to 1080p. Okay, 1080p. We are on prioritized resolution. I'm not expecting 60s on this card, so let's be real here. Textures on low, shadows on low, the rest on medium. Volumetrics on low as well. And since I'm targeting 30, motion blur in this game looks okay. I'm going to try 2 instances. The first one is the big boss fight before going into the open location, because it has an attack that shaves 10 FPS off your card. So yeah. How often do you use English outside of the YouTube channel? I use it basically every day on my job. Our clients are English speakers, so I basically use it all the time. Sometimes I forget words in Spanish because I remember in English. It's kind of a mess. Okay, 30 frames. Let me load some shaders that are important, such as effects. Yeah, even that, the cherry on top. We got shader compilation stutter. I love though the when you're using the martial arts thing, that you see your veins or something like that, or your nerves of your character like this. That's badass. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. So we're on native 1080p.
I'll crush you. Vermin you are.
Uh-oh, wrong range. Okay, we're already dropping frames, as you can see. Due to the amount of effects on screen, which means some sparks here and there. And I gotta correct myself, motion blur looks terrible on this one. Okay, time to go back to the drawing board on the settings. Yeah. Can I jump off? No, I cannot. Okay, just kill me, please. I need to change my settings, and the game doesn't pause. If you pause the game, it doesn't actually pause the game, so... Yeah, the boss is using drop frames attacks. Exactly. Yeah, that's why it's so difficult. Okay. Unfortunately, there's not much that I can do about it. So I gotta either lower the resolution or lower the resolution. So unfortunately, we gotta use the JPEG mode, which lowers the resolution and uses some checkerboarding technique. So let's... Yeah, as you can see, that's a big boost. But visually, it's a big downgrade. This reminds me of Yakuza 6 on PS4, when you destroy something with physics. Yeah. I wonder which resolution this is when using FPS mode. Yeah, 50s, but the visuals are terrible in comparison.
You'll be begging me to spare you.
Be ready for anything.
Whoa, wrong button. Whoops. Stabby stabby. No resolution scale. Yeah, there is an option for that. But doesn't look particularly good. But we can try that, yeah. This is a little bit too much though. The thing is, you're going to run into areas that run even worse than this. So yeah, we were into the 50s, but now there is some sparks on screen, and that already destroys... Whoa. So as I was saying, sorry I got distracted. Already just doing some minor effects on screen, that already destroys the performance, so... I would honestly keep it like this. I wouldn't really bother... I would probably recommend 900p though. Okay, dead. Here's the moment of truth. This is the demanding boss fight, which is phase 2. Let's see if he does the stupid 10 FPS hit attack. Come on, do it. No, he didn't do it. Do it! There we go, thank you. Yeah, definitely keep it like this. Because see, when he does that attack, we drop into the 30s, so... Try again! Face me, mortal! There we go, he used the FPS drop attack. Whoops. The FPS drop attack again. Whoa! Not a good time to be tired. Anyway, so as you can see, we need this FPS mode. No FSR in 2023, yeah, how could they? Ridiculous. What settings are those? You go into mode, prioritize FPS, then you go in here and keep it like this, in here you keep it like this, and in here you keep it like this. But as you can see, even fighting a boss fight is enough to drop frames like that. Yeah, modern problems require modern solutions. Okay, let's see the next part after that boss fight, which is on daytime. Hopefully I didn't lose my save. Hopefully I didn't lose my save. If I did, it doesn't matter. It's a good testing scenario still. Yeah, it loaded me back in here. That's so stupid. Okay, let's do 900p then. I think I saw enough 1080p on this one. Next time we'll have graphics on or off. Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's try now 900p but with prioritized resolution. Which unfortunately, when you do that, it takes into account your desktop resolution and it will look blurry. So my advice on this one, as I told you before, you quit the game, you go into your desktop, you change your native resolution, your desktop resolution, and the game will adjust accordingly. I don't know why that happens, but it is the way it is. If not, it's just going to be very soft and blurry. More blurry than soft, actually. The game isn't out for the public yet. Yes, no, for the public, no, it's not yet. In 24 hours, it should be out for everyone. The embargo lifted an hour ago, so I took the advantage and said, okay, let's cover it when the embargo lifts. And here I am. Okay, so now the game doesn't look soft anymore. Well, as soft as it was a few seconds ago. Okay, so on graphics, let me see, prioritize resolution. The game forgot my settings again. Okay, 900p. I was on load game. Yeah, games that have an FPS drop attack. It's part of the difficulty curve, guys. You wouldn't understand. This is 900p, by the way. Resolution mode. Okay, so we should be on native 900p now. If this runs at over 30, I'll just keep it like this, really. Because 1080p with the FPS mode looks worse than this. Much worse. So yeah, part of the difficulty curve is the FPS drops.
Like the vermin you are.
Okay, we're dropping into the 30s. So at this point I would just recommend a 30 FPS target. I mean, a 30 FPS lock, better said. So at least it doesn't feel variable like that. Whoops.
That's what you get.
Yeah, thank you. Oh man, I hate that he does that late attack. Oh man, I'm distracted. Developers from Ohio. No, I think those would do better. Inspired from Sekiro? Yeah. I mean, Neo was inspired by Dark Souls. This one had to be inspired by Sekiro. I mean, right? Can you lock the game on 30? Yeah, sure. I'll do it. One moment. Not working today? Yeah, I'm working today, but I got up earlier to do this live stream. So I'm going to work right after this live stream. Okay, so this part that I'm going to load right now is after you beat this boss, which shouldn't be in the demo. So that should be more interesting. And we see if it says over 30 on this one. It's a bigger map, so it should be more difficult. What do you think about putting a water block on a 3090 and overclocking it? I don't think it's worth doing, honestly. I mean, they're not great overclockers. I mean, maybe you get 2100 megahertz on the core, but what's the point? You're not getting a huge boost. Okay, so as you can see here, this level is more demanding. So this is after the demo finishes. So my concern here would be if I have a boss fight in this map, what would happen? Okay, my settings are correct. Let's do some thunder. Oh, that's not thunder, that's something else. Yeah, attack my companion. He's basically useless, so... Oh man, that drop. Jesus Christ. Yeah, don't worry, man. Happy to help. I mean, if you put a water block, it's for noise at that point. Oh yeah, I cannot climb there. Forgot. Yeah, that 23 FPS drop doesn't give me hope.
I came to rescue them, but have no clue as to their whereabouts.
Yes, Sao Jun, I don't care, Sao Jun.
so starved they couldn't possibly have fought back. The yellow turbines must be stopped.
Yeah.
Beyond recognition.
Let's do a headshot. Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. he fell. Wonderful. Oh, he's still alive. My bad. Try again. Still, those drops below 30 concern me. Yeah, the Steam. This is on Steam as well, so yeah. Those drops below 30 kind of bother me, but my advice is use the settings that I showed you, but lock the game to 30 from the menu, basically. There's not much that you can do about it. Lowering settings doesn't help. So do it like this. Lock it to 30. And get slightly better consistency, but still stutters. Not sure why. Hello. I'll put some thrash armor. Because I want to move faster. This is ridiculous. Oh yeah, that's way better. Do we have NPC companions with us? Yes, but they're pretty useless.
We must take down their leader to gain control of his
Yeah, I mean, look at those drops. What the hell? Why?
together. My ally.
Yeah, I think this is not worth doing. Just do 1080p on FPS mode. And have fun with your life.
To be in the path of that.
I mean, look at those drops. This is ridiculous. You need a lot of room to spare. Okay, so I'll show you the best settings. I'm not even going to bother with 720p. Because it still drops frames. This game looks like it's still in development. Yeah, maybe. They forgot to make it work properly. Yeah, the GPU usage drops as well. I don't know. So let me show you my best settings. So it's 1080p FPS mode. Medium settings, low volumetric textures, and shadows to save on VRAM. And the game crashed. Yeah, the game knows. You can play the Windows Store version right now if you change to New Zealand. Interesting. Please don't crash. Okay, I think my computer froze. That's not a good look. What's going on? The game now hates me. Yeah. Makes sense. Never mind, the game is there now. Okay. The game doesn't hate me anymore. Good. Him says, nope, that's it. I'm not getting no shit from you, man. So prioritize FPS, which is JPEG mode, as I told you before. Then the settings, textures on low, shadows on low, volumetrics on low. This is the biggest FPS difference. No motion blur, no chromatic aberration, no film grain. and prioritize FPS, which makes the game look like JPEG mode, but that's fine. We don't have an option. Let's go. There's video saying the Game Pass version is smoother. I don't know, maybe, who knows. Maybe it is. If it is, good. The thing is, this is a Steam version. Let me put that on the title so it's clear. There we go. Okay, so unlock it to 30 frames. That's the other thing. I'll keep it like that. So 30 FPS cap, FPS mode, medium settings, low volumetrics, low textures, low shadows. And that's the way to go. And you'll get stutters, but who knows why. People are saying the Windows Store version is smoother. I hope that's the case. Because it's ridiculously spiky on the frame time. What happened to a 1650 Super? I'm doing 1650 and the non-Super one because time constraints and more people watch the 1650 non-Super despite the lower performance.
Our scouts went to reconnoiter the enemy, but have not returned. I came to rescue them.
Okay, it still runs poorly. So while this is my recommended settings, still not ideal.
Stars they couldn't possibly have fought back. The yellow turbines must be stopped, or our land will be ravaged beyond
It's gone.
recognition.
That draw distance though. Yeah, the enemy behind the corner. Classic technique. There's a guy in here, if I remember properly. Yep.
Let's get back. I will handle this.
No, you're not handling anything. Oh, okay, finally he did something useful for once. But man, those drops, holy hell. I think it's VRAM related, by the way. But still.
A swarm of yellow turbines stands in our way. The odds are against us. To overturn them, we'll need the element of surprise. We must take down their leader to gain control of the situation. Let us go together. My ally.
Let's go together, but I'm not helping you. Oh god. Well, he didn't help me. That's fine. Anyway. Okay, so that's it for the 1050 Ti. Let's do the 3050. Hopefully it's a better experience because we have more VRAM. Here we go. No, settings on low doesn't change anything in this game. Only volumetrics. Okay, do you think RX 580 could push 60 on low? I don't know. I don't know how it runs on AMD. Sometimes games like this are not properly good performance on AMD. I need to wait. You need some coffee. I do. I will after doing this part. Yeah, the thing is, this 3050 is Triple Fan, which is super overkill. But yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, with the 8GB version of the 580, you probably can get away with it. Okay, we're back. Now on the 3050, let's see if it's a VRAM limitation. If that's so, it makes sense that it runs like that, but still. Visually is not impressive, in my opinion, considering the visuals. Doesn't make sense. Let's just do low vol metrics. That's all we need. Yeah, the 580 is a great value. Without a doubt. Now for the VRAM to raise the performance. Well, sometimes that happens. Sometimes. If you're VRAM constrained, having more VRAM is a big FPS boost. No doubt about it. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Neo's engine, but with more stutters and less performance. Long file, let's see, engine. Which engine is it? So people are saying Unreal Engine 4. What the hell? People don't know what they're talking about. Oh, okay. It's the same engine that Koei Tecmo always uses. So it's the same engine as Neo, probably with some improvements. So high settings, level metrics. That's what I'm going to do. Hey BS, how's it going? No, Bookhul. This 120 FPS limit is here as well. The thing is, it doesn't enable itself unless you have a 120 Hz monitor. So I tried it on my 120 Hz monitor and it shows up. So it's not an issue with the Steam version. Let me put everything high. Let's put the texture, yeah, let's keep the textures on high. Check the render distance. There's no high, there's only standard. No, so the scattering, yes. LOD high. Volumetric fog low. There we go. That should do. Let me see if everything is correct. 1080p. Prioritize resolution, and let's go. Let's try first the boss fight, and then we do the open part. Probably only the demo was bugged. What do you mean? This is not the demo. This is the full game. No, this is GDDR6. No GDDR6X. That's for the higher end stuff. I don't think it will make much of a difference, honestly. Okay, so look at the VRAM usage. It's using 6 gigabytes on high. And there's shader compilation stuff. Beautiful. Let's see how it fares against the boss fight. Try the demo on Steam, only had 30 and 60. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so I think you can actually get away with it. See that the 3050 can only do this at 1080p is kind of ridiculous.
The flow of chi is changing. Be ready for
What the hell? It only attacks me! There we go. Got him! Oh gee. I should pay more attention.
Stay behind me, please.
There we go. Die!
Don't get so cocky.
Game animation looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean... On the gameplay side, I like the game.
Even now.
What bothers me is the technical part. I mean, it shouldn't run like this, and it shouldn't stutter this heavily. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's see with the special attack that we love, the FPS drop attack. Oh, okay, he didn't do it. That's pretty funny. Oh. There we go. Okay, yeah, it still drops frames like crazy when he does that attack. Oh no, he got me. Okay, it's pretty clear that I'm not super sharp at the moment. Frick you.
Just endure their attacks a little longer. Opportunity will present itself.
Okay, I died. Good. So he still loses 10 frames. No Denuvo as far as I know. Okay, let's go to the next part after the boss fight. That one runs way worse. Yeah, dips to the 40s. This doesn't make sense. It's ridiculous. And the VRAM usage is also ridiculous. I don't know what they're doing. Hey, Mimzar, love from Uruguay to you, man. Thanks for being here. Is Capcom's RE engine one of the best optimized ones in recent years? Depends, but visually it's great, visually, I love that. Performance, considering the visuals, is super good. What bothered me before was the shader compilation stutter that it had. That they fixed in some of the new versions of the game. Otherwise, yeah, I agree. Okay, dropping into the 50s, it's going to drop into the 40s like this. So I'm guessing I'll have to lower some stuff to medium to try and get some balance out of it. But look at the VRAM usage, it's 6 gigabytes, over 6 gigabytes. And the stutter is still there, but it's not as heavy as on the 4 gigabyte card, so it makes more sense now with more VRAM. Let's lower it to medium. Yeah, of course I'll do RE4 remake, without a doubt. Yeah, I'm not missing RE4 remake for anything. Okay, let's do medium settings, low volumetrics, and after that we're doing 1440p, and I'm done with it. Oh, no more arrows. That's too bad. I can still climb though. Thanks for the help. And there's that guy hiding over there. We can see you. Can I climb this and attack him from above? Yes, I can. That's hilarious. You're playing Atomic Heart and having a blast? Good to know, man. I love that game as well. I'm just waiting for the FOB slider. Should be coming in a few with the newer patches. Okay. So dead. It's completely reduced to atoms. Sí, tal cual, Jorge. Tal cual. Oh, I forgot about the arrows. Really? Yeah, just do it. Can my companion die? If that's the case, that's great. Because he's so useless. Yeah, he's gone. I'm useless as well, but at least I'm not an AI. Really? He can stop my special attack with a normal attack? That's ridiculous. Yeah, it's UE4, but who knows how they did the first-person camera. But that should be standard. Anyway, let's close the game and do 1440p. Again, I don't know why the game does this, but it's not actually a real full screen. So you gotta change your desktop resolution to get proper scale of the resolution that you chose. So keep that in mind. You can set companion in bonfire. Okay, good. Does G-Sync freezing eliminate stutter in games? No. It eliminates tearing if you are in the freezing range. I mean at the FPS range of the monitor for freezing. But it doesn't eliminate stutter. You'll still notice it. But you won't have any tearing, which is good. Okay, 1440p. Do not expect 60s. Expect 30s. Color metrics on low. Yeah, I don't know why it resets my settings each time. It's so stupid. Okay. Let's try that again. $1440p. Try 30 FPS cap. Yeah, the stutter is still there. Yeah. I tried it. Still there. Maybe with an external FPS cap it works better, but still. Yeah, I'll try that. I'll try the external FPS cap. Let me see if I have it set. I don't remember exactly. Let me set it up. Let's log it to 30, like that. Let's see if that fixes things. It should. Okay. This looks way better, of course, higher resolution. But let's see if it stays at 30, over 30 all the time. Oh, wrong lock on. Okay. Reduce 2 atoms. Yeah, the in-game FPS cap is probably broken. What happened there? Okay. I think it crashed. It crashed. The game doesn't like me doing criticism. But yeah, the FPS cap inside the game is broken. Well, at least it's the first crash while playing the game. Yikes, yeah. At least I tried to be positive about it, but at least it didn't happen while I was in the boss fight before. But it could happen, now I don't trust it anymore. Stop resetting my settings, Jesus Christ! Why does the game have to be good? What do I like the game? I like the game, but I'm so disappointed. I'm so conflicted right now. Crash because out of VRAM? No, it was below 7 gigabytes. So VRAM should have nothing to do with it. Oh, let's try, now that we're here, let's try the 30 FPS cap from Brava Tuner. Okay, this is way better. What the hell? Yeah. Okay, that fixes the problem. Okay, perfect. Now I know what to do. Let me die so I can retry.
You must get back. I will handle this.
No, you're not handling anything. Okay, so the in-game FPS cap is broken, but if you do a 30 FPS cap with the Riva Tuner, it's way better. Oh really? Arrow to the face. Although the frame rate doesn't exactly feel great. Not sure if it's a bug with the interface. The Rivatuna! Oh, you learned it from a video of mine. Yeah, I mean, I cannot stop recommending it. It's great. Oh, maybe that's arrows. Please tell me that's arrows. Yeah, it feels way better. Without a doubt. This is the way to lock it to 30. So if you're playing at 1440p, my advice is lock it to 30. Otherwise, you're going to run into something like this. Yeah, it's in the 40s, but it drops when you're fighting an enemy, so... Just to check that out, we're going to lock it. We're going to try prioritize FPS. Yeah, not quite 60, as you can see. Yeah, it's 60 now, but when I attack... Let's try attacking someone. Also, if the 6 FPS cap, 30 FPS cap worked well, maybe the 6 FPS cap works well as well. Let's see.
This one poses some trouble.
There we go. Yeah, kill him.
I have been cornered.
Oh, he got me. Die!
A fine display of battle prowess.
Yeah, it drops frames, so you're not getting 60s at 1440p, even with FPS mode. Trying game 120 with 60 FPS right at tuner. Yeah, the thing is, since I don't have a 120Hz monitor, I cannot select 120Hz in the Steam version. There's only 60 or 30, unfortunately. So now what I'm going to do is 4K. Just as a meme, honestly. There's no other reason. Will you test this game on Steam Deck? Yes. Yes. It's not great. It stutters quite a bit. But hey, I'll find a way. Sí, Mauro, capaz que lo pruebo. Veremos. $4K. $4K. Sorry guys, I got disconnected for a second, not sure what happened. So I'm back. So as I was saying, I'm not going to try native, I think. It's probably a waste of time. I'm going to keep textures on standard. Shadows on standard, yeah, everything on standard. Excepting volumetrics, as always. So let's go back to mode. Let's do prioritize FPS. Hopefully it does something. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. 4K doesn't look that bad on FPS mode, which makes sense. I mean, it's more pixels. But still. Okay, let's try this. Let's see once I get attacked. I hate the arrow people here. Oh my god, that's so BS. That's not BS, that was lack of skill. I hate the arrows. Freak you! Okay, at least I got arrows now. I was missing them. So as you can see there, it works. Let me lock it to 30, just for consistency's sake. Because it's super unstable. No, the full game is not available yet. I got a review code last week. And the embargo lifted today. See those flickers? What the hell is wrong with the game? Maybe low VRAM? I don't know. Now my VRAM is maxed out. Well, this is 4K, but still. Let's lower those textures. Cannot believe it uses so much VRAM, it's so ridiculous. Let me go back to the main menu. So it changes those textures. It just works. I need coffee. Now. Yeah, 4K not worth it. I'm not going to do any more cards. I'm going to do the Steam Deck. Yeah, those flickers are so weird. I'm going to remove my armor. This is... something less heavy. There we go, much better. It's gone. Lunge attack. Let me see if I have arrows. Pebble. Hairpin. How this gives me one defense to have a hairpin. What the hell? That's so random. Emiliano, ¿qué tal? El juego está divertido, pero técnicamente es muy mediocre, técnicamente hablando, lamentablemente. Try maybe 45 FPS lock. That's fine. You won't stay there, trust me. I'm trying. And that flicker is weird. And trust me, this 30 FPS cap feels better than the stuttery unlock frame rate. As you can see, like this. I don't know, it's super inconsistent.
And this one.
Come get me.
That was impressive. You got training in the art of attacking then.
That was impressive. No, it's no, it wasn't.
I will handle this.
It's obvious that I get those attacks always. Freak you. I think he missed. He didn't. Okay, I think I had enough. It's been 2 hours. Holy hell, that went quite quickly. So, thoughts on the game. I have a lot of things to say. So, if you're interested, stick around. If you're not, that's okay.
Push forward.
So, let me get rid of the UI that I put there. So, let's start with the good. The game is fun. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I love the deflections and all that. I like the gameplay so far. I also like the setting. And, well, basically, I like that. I think I also like this badass nerve thing when I'm doing a martial arts attack. So the game itself, I'm enjoying it so far. It went by super quick. That's the good. The bad. The prompts on the screen are PlayStation prompts. I don't see a way to change them. But by default on PC at least, it should be Xbox prompts. And in the best case scenario, the game detects... Oh, never mind. There it is. Control B. Forget I said that. You can have Xbox buttons. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, in this case, make sure at least the developer should put controller type B as the main one on PC. Or detect that it's an Xbox controller and change it. This will be confusing for a lot of people. This setting is not obvious. So I changed them. There you go. Thanks, guys. So this one should be the default controls that you see here. This should be the prompts by default. We're on PC. So that's the first thing. That should be default. That's good to have, but still, again, it should be Xbox buttons by default, because most people on PC have Xbox buttons. Anyway, then on the settings you got presets, which I found pretty useless. Then in mode you have prioritize FPS and prioritize resolution. Prioritize resolution seems to be native resolution, and prioritize FPS is like some checkerboard rendering at a lower resolution. Looks terrible. In the live stream I called it JPEG mode because it looks like a JPEG sometimes. At 4K it looks okay though, and at 1440p is passable. On 1080p it doesn't look good. So make sure to have this on prioritized resolution if you have a capable GPU. Then maximum FPS you get 30 and 60, but if you have a 120Hz display, it goes up to 120. So you can play at 120 if you want to. Although if you do not hit 120, make sure to lock it to 60. If you are like at 70 frames, it affects how the game works. Not sure why. Then you got full screen, windowed, and borderless. So far, full screen seems to be borderless as well. So it doesn't seem to be exclusive full screen, which is a bummer. So if you are doing resolution changes, make sure that you match your screen resolution in here with the desktop resolution. Then screen resolution you cannot change in while playing the game. You gotta go back to the main menu, but you can change the resolution just fine. Then VSync on or off, rendering resolution from 50% to 100%, which is nice to see. Textures, if you are on 1080p and you have 4 gigs of VRAM, use low. Unfortunately, a VRAM hog of a game. Shadow quality, in this case it shouldn't matter much. It's going to affect your VRAM usage on 4GB cards. On other cards, medium or high should be okay. Shadow render distance is what it's called. You can keep it on standard. Ambient occlusion, on or off. Screen space reflections, on or off. Surface scattering, on or off. Model LOD doesn't seem to change performance that much. These two options are the most important. Volumetric fog resolution and volumetric cloud quality. You get like 12 FPS more if you put this on low. Then motion blur, chromatic aberration, film grain, depth of field, and lens flare. If you're on the Game Pass version, 120 should be available, and you can lock it to 60 with Reva Tuner, like Bookhull is saying. He's correct. And if you're playing at 30, keep it at 60 here and lock it to 30 with Reva Tuner. So the frame times are correct. But yeah, my concern with the game is that we do not have FSR. We have a very dreadful solution with the modes. And what else? Well, VRAM usage is very high. Performance is not great considering the visuals. I mean, the game looks good, but it's not a looker. And the stutters are super annoying. That's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks again to Koei Tecmo for providing a code of the game. There's another Koei Tecmo game coming soon, Fatal Frame something something, which hopefully if they like my content are going to send another code. That would be interesting. But again, thanks to them for providing a code a week early, which is rare. So I was able to play this game a week ago. Yeah, 30 FPS was fine. I played at 30 on the Steam Deck. It was fine. I was able to... Actually, I beat the boss fight of the beginning, the first boss, on the Steam Deck with stutters all over the place. So 30 FPS is fine on this one. Fatal Frame, that's the one. Fatal Frame 4, I think it is. So yeah, I'm doing that one as well, hopefully. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see ya next time. Bye guys. Thanks for sticking around. Love you all. And there's a demo if you want to try the game out, the first chapter. And the game releases tomorrow on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Bye guys. Thank you.